No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm dead. 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 Squad. Oh my God. Fire. Squad. I'm dead. Squad. I'm dead. Okay, now we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get face that before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your Honda. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Seahawks coming in at 5-5, going up against the 49ers, who come in at 9-0.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. For the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. They go to Johnson again. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The man in motion is right. On second down, Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Johnson running left. And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll run with precise. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 58 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They run the counter now on 1st down. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, it's Murphy. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Trying for White, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And right with it here over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. Dancing to his left. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. Yeah.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shane Ray in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A handoff as they run the counter play. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to the ground. This time it's high. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now they try the right side here. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Fights loose. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. This time, Garoppolo will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. He sets to fire and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
No, check. No, check. Over. Watch it now.
Now they try the right side here. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now they'll try the end around. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They try the left side with Johnson. And he's got room. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now this is right on the end around. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, Procise. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. 2nd and goal to go. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Shift together here from the D-line. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, I know it.